Hello and welcome to Footy Judgment. Counter Views is back, of course, here. We're going to be here Wednesday, every Wednesday. Hit that like button, people. If you just joined us, subscribe. Spurs versus Arsenal, or it's not, to be honest, if they are in a title race or top four, because it looks like Arsenal are fired back into the title race, people. So hit that like button for us. We're here to talk about Arsenal win yesterday. Was it convincing, or it was just 3 points that was needed? Spurs host Ivan, Toney, and Co. today. Can they get a win? And Emery is falling apart, of course. Man City easy win, and Liverpool versus Chelsea. What do we expect from this game? And is it a must win for Liverpool? And we'll touch on the Liverpool versus Arsenal game, because Arsenal back to back wins. Liverpool are going to the Emirates. I think it's going to be tough. But people, how are you doing? And how's everybody doing? Kunle, Jacob, thank you so much for being here with us. Appreciate you guys. How's everything been? How are you guys?
Oh yeah,
I've been
now
good. Go ahead, Kunle. I want Kunle to talk first.
look, my
Just
my
how
delay is messing everything up right now. But oh yeah, now my people, it's your dark skinned man from the motherland. If you didn't know before, today you go understand. And those of you that are not watching AFCON, you're missing an incredible tournament. Super Eagles look like they've got the biggest chance in a while to go all the way. We've got Angola on Friday. We knocked them out. Game on. Let's go. Big up the paddle though.
How are you, Jacob? Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. It's just past 6 a.m. here in, I would say sunny El Paso, but the sun hasn't even come out yet. Jacob's out to play before the sun comes out. But when I'm presented with an opportunity to speak with Mo, to speak with my brother Kunle, I mean, how could I turn it down? How could I not rise out of bed and rise to the occasion? So I'm very blessed to be here. I don't know how many people are in the chat, and I don't know how many likes there are, but whatever it is not enough. You probably got something like an Arsenal record, 3 out of the last 9 conversion rate. We need to do better. That's what I would say as a viewers.
We'll start with Kunle then, since shots fired. Hit that like button, people. We're building up here. Kunle win yesterday. Gabriel Jesus was the pick of the bunch, to be honest, for me yesterday. He was good. He was good. Arteta is not stubborn anymore. Playing Smith Rowe. How did you see the game? And is this the performance you were waiting, or you have critics for them? And it's all about the
Bro.
wins, or what is it?
First of all, let's start on the positive side. Great display from Jesus. 3 points won. Starboy gets on the score sheet. Or ESR gets a start. All the good stuff. But with that being said, for before that first goal, Mo, let me not lie to you. I didn't see us scoring because we were doing that same recycled football that we do all the time. Side to side, back, side to side, look for the perfect goal, take 3 extra touches rather than take 2 touches. There were so many opportunities that if we just were 2 touch passing, we could have got put them on the back foot a lot easier. But with the amount of touches we were taking, we were allowing them to build up in their box and create the blocks that prevented us from having a lot of clear cut opportunities. But I do believe in that first half, if we were a bit quicker with the play, we could have scored a goal. It was like we were kept looking for the perfect goal. And if you look how we scored the 2 goals we did, it was scrappy. Quick decision making by Smith Rowe with a throw on. Jesus, opportunist, gets a goal. Again, a breakaway for the second goal. Saka takes a chance well. No nonsense. We score the goal. When we keep it basic and simple, we can do it, but we just don't make that decision enough, which was frustrating for me last night. Look, I'm always happy to get 3 points, back-to-back wins and all that, but I'm frustrated. But I did learn something yesterday. No, 2 things, sorry. Number one, I'm not sure. Smith Rowe looked decent, but for the first half, it kind of looked like the players were getting used to having him back in the starting lineup again because they didn't really uh, follow his runs. He was making loads of really good runs in the first half, and they never really saw him. So I hope he gets another start in the next game to build his confidence and give him a chance. But secondly, it showed me that no matter what, Trossard must start the Liverpool game. He must
Not
start the
Martinelli
Liverpool.
though.
No, and for the sheer reason why I believe in that Liverpool game, just like against Crystal Palace, just like he did against Man City, Martinelli can be the impact sub. that capitalizes on a little bit of a tired back line in the second half. Trossard's more intricate in tight spaces, and he's the guy that's more likely to shoot from outside the box than Martinelli is. And I think we need a player in the team that's no nonsense. I'm going to get my shot off, because we like to walk it in the net. And a lot of
Yeah,
our attackers have that problem.
that's what I didn't like yesterday. I was watching the game yesterday, to be honest, and I'm like, they want to walk it into the net instead of shooting, instead of taking the chances. Because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, they didn't have chances." They didn't have chances. I thought because they didn't want to create the chances. They wanted to pass, as they wanted to just do Pep Guardiola, like before he changed his system, before he actually started like being a direct coach lately. And I'm like, no, Arteta, yes, you were coached and you were trained under Pep, but doesn't mean you have to do exactly the same. Why is every passing the ball too many times inside the 18? And I'm like, this is too much, to be honest. Yes, you had the ball. Nottingham Forest didn't even want the ball. They dropped very, very deep. But I thought that you didn't create enough chances as Arsenal. And I was watching the game and I thought Arsenal might not score at all. It's too slow. The ball goes all the way to Martinelli, goes all the way back to the other side. And I thought, to be honest, if Jesus didn't take that chance, if Arsenal didn't think quickly for that throw-in, and Jesus trying from that dead angle, I didn't think that Arsenal would have scored a goal. They would have struggled. Yes, they had all the team behind the ball, every single player behind the ball for them. But I was looking at them and I'm like, but that's expected though. This is what you're gonna expect the majority of the time. Teams are gonna drop them. It's not an excuse, because people wanted to have it as an excuse yesterday. Everyone was saying, but they played 2 blocks, they played everybody behind the ball. Well, but what do you expect? Are you expecting Nottingham Forest to play you?
They played a typical low block, difficult.
Yes.
Like it was nothing like since like they had a great game plan, but if we just been quicker with some of our decision making and just put our foot through the ball certain times, we could have capitalized, because they gave us all the ball, they gave us the space we could utilize. We just weren't sharp enough to take advantage of it. And this season, I'll be honest with you, what's kind of bailed us out from situations like that is our set pieces, and those set pieces have been our kind of plan B that's given us that 1-0 lead, allows teams to open up, and then we can see games through. But if we don't score that set piece in recent weeks, it's nerve-wracking. So it was a great opportunity for that first goal that Jesus scored. That opened up the game. But as you said, if that particular incident doesn't happen, we could have kept going, trying to walk the...
You were relentless, which is something I admired. I'm like, yes, they kept going, they didn't panic. But I thought at some point you had chances to counterattack. You broke that press that they had sometimes, but you were too slow. Jacob, before guys, hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel if you know. Hit the like button, people, because I don't know why you aren't hitting the like button. Jacob, how did you see the game? Did you see this Arsenal chance of going to the title? This is for them going back in the title race, or no? Why are you laughing?
Mo, why is that the question, bro? Why is that the question, Mo? Mo, why is that the question?
It is the question. What? I don't get it.
What did you think of Arsenal last night? Why did you have to add the title part at the end? Just leave the what did he think of Arsenal?
This is the news.
Deal with that, Jacob. Don't worry about the second part.
Are Arsenal
back in the title race? I don't get it.
I think they're just
2
as
points
much in
behind
the title
Liverpool.
race. I think they're just as much in the title race as they've ever been, which, in my opinion, is not very much. So,
but why is that?
They just don't. It's weird. You spend $170 million on two different
Jacob
players,
Spurs,
and you're
why.
Actually worse. I just don't. I don't understand it. But hey, we move. Look, as far as the game goes, they were talking about all these opportunities, this, that. The one thing I would say is, I guess Jesus eventually had to score with all those chances he was getting. And of course, Matt Turner, honestly an embarrassment to the United States of America. I'm going to say it. He's an embarrassment to the United States of America. To actually get nutmegged near post like that, that is a very basic thing that they teach. I never played at any level Matt Turner ever played
It
at.
happens,
You know
Jacob.
what
It
I'm
happens.
saying?
Man.
I
It
played
happens.
keeper for 16 years out of the 20 years that I played. And one of the first things they taught me is, hey, when they're driving near post, you use your inside leg to stop the gap between your crotch and the floor. That's just a basic of getting
Well, and you
down
never
and
got
blocking
beat.
and
You
shit.
never got beat between your legs, no? That sounds such a weird
Only
question.
in the only that was a very strange question, but only in open play. This is why they put me as goalkeeper. Yes, I've been nutmegged, but that was when I was trying to play a DM. And they're like, yeah, get you need to go to the goal, sir. So then that's when my goalie career began. But look, all that's to say, I'd never played at any level close to Matt Turner, and he gets beat between his legs. I'm sorry, that's poor. It's very poor. And then the second goal, Matt Turner. I'm looking at Matt Turner. This isn't Arsenal. This is just Matt Turner failing to be a competent goalkeeper. When you dive for the far post, you have to actually move, like push yourself in that direction. This guy did what I would call a Hollywood stuntman dive. He just goes, just diving in place. Watch it back. He doesn't move where his outside leg is, or excuse me, his inside in comparison to where he was supposed to go for the shot. You take that leg and it literally, his shoulder falls right down where his leg was. That is zero movement. That is zero attempt at the ball. This guy was paid. I'm convinced Arteta said, I got something for you in the locker room. Come see me afterwards. We'll get you all them autographs you talked about, you bum. Absolute bozo. Matt Turner is a fraud. I never want to
typical
see him in
American
United
taking deals under the table. Is that what you're saying?
50-50. Allegedly is what I would say. Look, as a goalkeeper, it was atrocious. I think if you have a halfway decent, you even grab any old bloke out the championship, I guarantee he does better than Matt Turner. That's why Matt Turner, went from New England Revolution to Arsenal to Nottingham Forest. This guy can't stop taking steps backwards. He can't even dive. Arsenal, congratulations, you got 3 points. But it's because Matt Turner's softer than baby poo-poo, and I would know about baby poo-poo.
Really?
Wow.
Well, he's soft.
But
He's
Nottingham
the
Forest- sorry,
worst
Jacob.
keeper.
Hey, wait.
Jacob,
Have you
Nottingham
not played
Forest didn't
Forest
have-
Have you played Forest at their ground this season?
Yeah.
What was the score?
Wait, was it at home? We won 2-0, I think, at their ground.
I think you.
Let me check.
Yeah, let's just confirm.
We beat them 2-0 last when we played them this year. I just don't know if it was at home.
I think
or
that was at your ground, no?
Forest.
Going to the Forest ain't easy, you know. Going to the Forest is not easy. Ask
No, I
Manchester
actually
United, bro.
wanna-
It'd be like
they got
20-some years
lost
for
in there,
you,
bro.
I know that.
To be
Hey,
honest,
mate,
with
we
you,
got
you have
6
to
points on
praise
Forest this
Arsenal
season. Let's
before.
not do that.
We got what?
We've got 6 points on Forest this season, so we ain't
I don't
worried
know
about
what-
the Forest,
listen,
bro.
To be honest, to Arsenal,
It was at Forest. We won 2-0 at Forest.
Oh,
I
yeah?
guess keeping a clean sheet at the Forest ain't for everybody.
You're so shameless.
Oh
bro.
my
You're so
God!
shameless.
And what about that goal though, Jacob? What happened to that goal?
Nottingham Forest goal?
That was Zinchenko's fault, not Saliba's. But yeah, he was to blame.
No,
Look,
it's wrong. Saliba should have
there's
been
a few
stronger.
times
The guy,
I've
but
been-
the guy, and
No, for sure,
Why
for
is it
sure.
every time? Why is it? Look, it's like every
No,
time.
but to be
watch
fair,
Arsenal,
to be fair,
Go ahead,
Saliba made a mistake. Happens, shit happens. But the fact that
Oh,
every time
now
he
it
makes a
shit
little
happens.
mistake, people are onto him. Just
Well,
shows how great of a
because you're holding
defender
him
he
up to
is.
this high
mate.
regard, Kunle. You're putting him up here, so when he doesn't perform, it's like, why are you here? Or when you make a
No,
mistake,
but
that
that's
puts you
fine.
below
Because,
what the
are you
standard
putting
is.
him
So
up
when-
there too? That means you're agreeing that he's up there. If you're scrutinizing him like this, then if that's what you're saying, no problem.
I'm rational enough to
Nah,
say
what?
that if 95%
Rational
of
and Jacob
people-
in the same sentence. What? What are we doing?
especially
here?
when it comes to especially
We're
when
just
it
we're
comes
just
to
lying on
Arsenal.
streams now. That's what we're doing. We're just lying on streams. Okay, no problem. We're gonna lie. Carry
Look.
on.
Look, the goal. Oh, I've never seen such a overhyped, overrated. That's why I'm saying he's here because everyone put him there, whether I want him there or not.
Wait,
I have
you've
no
never
power in
seen
that,
such an
right? In
overrated
general,
defender, but Romero plays for your club. I don't understand.
Romero's overhated. Romero's
Overrated.
There's a difference between
Overrated.
It's
But everyone
one
that
letter
clings
difference.
onto.
Turn that-
But Lionel Messi said he's the best defender in the. Nah, bro, we don't care about that, bro. He's bigging up his
Just-
teammates, man. He's just being a patriot of Argentina. That's all he's been.
Yeah, well, he could have said
Let's
any
be
other
honest.
Argentinian bozo was the best in the world, but he didn't. He said Cuti Romero is, so I take it and I run with it. And that's fun. Just like we're going to take and run with the fact that there's a calamity at your back line. Your left back and your right back, they're butting heads more than Arteta opening mouth in Dubai. What are we talking about, Kunle? So let's not. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. In
Well,
regards to the
that was a
goal,
low blow. To be fair, that was a low blow. But continue.
That's what I'm saying. Class, poise ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's why
the
at no
difference
point
between
in
us,
this
the
match-
reason why there's going to be disputes in our team, Jacobs, is because we're fighting for titles, bro. We're fighting for the title against two of the best managers in world football. That's why we're gonna butt heads. We know perfection is key against these boys. So yeah, I love it. I wouldn't have even minded if Ben headbutted in them. So I don't care. Fight. Disagreements happen when in the best teams. Disagreements happen. So everyone's got to be accountable. So I love it. It shows a bit of fight because a lot of people say that Arsenal have a weak mentality, but they won the game and they're fighting with each other. So that shows strong mentality to me. Let's take that into the Liverpool game and show them what's what. By the grace of God.
There was a match. I believe we spoke afterwards, and I would love to find the tape on this, but unfortunately, it is 6 a.m., so I'm not as keen and cunning to find the receipts. But I believe there was something Kunle told me about Basuma having a meltdown after a loss, and he was kicking a trash can and stuff.
When?
It was after Brighton. It was at home.
No,
we lost to Brighton.
No.
Yep.
You're just making it up. Hey,
No,
chat.
I'm not making it up.
He does this. He does this sometimes. He throws something out there, and he thinks that because there's no receipts available, we never see the evidence. Show me the receipts, Jacob.
Online. It's literally online. You can't say there's no evidence.
Mo,
If
he
it's
did the
online,
same
it
thing
lives there
3-4 weeks ago with a statement. I dared him to get me the tapes. Till this day, no tapes. So Jacob, you're not going to be able to get away with making empty statements without receipts.
No.
Give us the receipts.
I understand the lag and delay is probably making it a little bit harder for me to get my point out. You can speak up very loud, but I have a family sleeping in the other room, so I got to remain very calm and cool here, Kunle. What I would say is you're misrepresenting the facts of the way things have transpired between us. It wasn't 3-4 weeks ago in which I said, I actually did find those and I did show you. But no, we're just since that little red thing right there says live. Now it's a little bit funny, different game from Kunle, huh? But okay, it's okay. Look,
don't let him manipulate with his voice, chat. Don't let him. You know what these Americans are like.
Listen, people, over 200 people here, so hit that like button for us, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're new.
See, the people remember.
Jacob didn't answer the question. Why aren't
I was trying
Arsenal...
to, but Kunle is
no, you kept waffling and going around.
Thank you, Mo. Call it out, Mo. Thank you.
And like trying to like say Arsenal aren't good. It was like, all right, why aren't
they've gotten
Arsenal...
worse? Okay. How are they worse than they were last year?
They are, by the way, you can win the title if you're worse, but everybody else is close to your level. It's all right, by the way. If we're all slower, I still can win the league.
That's going to be on display.
I want to ask you a question. Answer me the question. Why they aren't in a title race? 2 points behind. They play Liverpool at their ground.
They're just as much in a title race as
we
are.
Why?
We beat Brentford.
You can say the statement. I believe that you believe
because
the
numbers. Because numbers.
All right.
You have to say it.
Exactly. See,
just like you have to say Aston Villa are in it. It is a numbers thing.
Aston Villa ain't in it, bro.
You are not out of it till you are physically out of it, like Spurs in the FA Cup, like the Carabao Cup. We are definitely not winning those, right? Like Arsenal in the FA Cup, they're definitely not winning that.
Okay, so hold on.
Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, they're definitely not going to win that.
You are in a title race then, Spurs. You literally just said you are out.
You know he's not going to answer that directly, but you know, Jacob.
Allow me, because Kunle won't fucking let me talk.
Because we want a yes or no, Jacob. We don't want to.
Cue the Goku clip.
Okay, hold on. This is what I predict Jacob's going to say. If Arsenal are in a title race, then I guess you could say the same about Spurs. That's what you're going to say, right? We just want a yes or no, though, Jacob.
If Tottenham win and we get 3 points, we are 3 points behind Arsenal. And if they are in a title race, we are just as much in a title race, which I don't believe either are. If you want my honest opinion, I don't believe either are. I believe this is down to whenever City want to grab it from Liverpool, and when they decide to grab it from Liverpool, which eventually they will, they always do. This is how it's going to go. I don't think anyone is in a title race outside of Liverpool. Liverpool are the one that can say we are challenging for the title right now, because it's just a matter of time until City get back up there. And then it's who's gonna be in contention to maybe unseat them or take it away from them. It's not going to be Arsenal. It's not going to be Villa. It's not going to be Spurs. Okay, so but mathematically, if we're going off of this, well, the win opens things up in the table and it puts Arsenal in better position. Well, if we win today, we are 3 points behind Arsenal. All that it takes is one fluke result, and then now we're even with them. And who knows what the goal differential looks like. So all I'm saying is anything is possible. If you're putting Arsenal, Villa in there, you have to put Spurs in there. But I'm putting neither. If you want Jacob's opinion, I don't think we're I know Ange Postecoglou came out yesterday and kind of laid it on the reporter like, oh, so you don't think that we can win the league? And the reporter's like, oh, I didn't say that. And he's like, yeah, you did say that. But, I like the belief. I love it. I hope that the players feel that belief. But realistically, I don't think that we are in a title race. I don't think that Arsenal are in a title race either.
Listen,
Yeah.
Do you know what it is, Mo? Do you know what it is? And I kind of get where Jacob's coming from to an extent, because correct me if I'm wrong, Jacob, but I think the way you're thinking about the title race is because City and Liverpool have proven over the last 6-7 years that the title race is not just a facade, because they've gone all the way to the end and they've proven that time after time. Whereas the likes of Arsenal or Spurs, even though they've been in good positions in certain parts of the season, have not proved that yet. So you're not ready to accept that either team are part of the title race. Is that what you're thinking?
I just see it like from a manager aspect.
Can we before you do that? I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut your trails. We have over 220 people here, guys. We aren't even on 100 likes. So I don't know what you guys are doing. You aren't hitting the like button. Are
we offending you?
Hit the like button is underneath your live chat. I want to see the likes go up to at least 100 and 150 within the next 5 minutes.
I woke up at 5:15 in the morning.
Maybe half your chat's from Cameroon and this Nigerian shirt is offending them. Do you get me? Maybe that's
maybe, but I don't know why they aren't hitting that. Like, what is wrong with thumbs up? I'm not even asking you for super chats, right? So hit that like button, people. It's free. Hit that like button. Come on.
It's absolutely free. And I'm going to say you're fraudulent if you haven't hit the like button. I woke up at 5:15 in the morning to be here, and I still hit the like button. So what's your excuse is what I want to say.
No excuses. Yes.
But back from a manager aspect, Jurgen Klopp has done it. Pep always does it. So I've never been, I'm not really a betting person personally, but if I was to put money on anyone to win it, I'm always going to bet City. Pep's never out of it. And when you look at depth of squad, they have the deepest squad. Arsenal, yesterday,
but that's not the question,
Arteta
Jacob.
coming out talking about how lack of depth that we have. I think you need legitimate squad depth.
Hey, Jacob, the question isn't like no one is mad at you for thinking City are the favourites, because that's the norm. But that doesn't mean no one else but Liverpool is involved in this title race. It doesn't mean that automatically.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
If for example,
the room's big enough for me. That's what I'm saying.
No, but you don't believe you're in a title race. Don't just because we do, then you do. I want you to believe it on your own, bro. Do you believe it on your own?
Model, but look at my wife. Oh, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to aim high. You know what they say? You aim for the moon, and sometimes you miss and land on the stars.
I hear it, man. I hear it. But the reality is, if Liverpool somehow get their annual draw against Chelsea tonight, we beat them on the weekend, it changes the dynamics of the season. And I do believe
if Liverpool wins.
Hold on, I do. Oh, well, if Liverpool win, it's over for us. Let me not lie to you right here, right now on the stream. It's over. OVEA. Huh?
If Liverpool win what?
If Liverpool win the next two games, if they beat Chelsea and beat us, I think I think we are out of the title race then.
No. I actually think if Arsenal don't win against Liverpool, which is I don't think they will, right? No matter what the result is today.
Surprise.
No. Seriously, I'm watching Arsenal. I don't think you.
I know. Seriously, it's no surprise to me. No surprise.
I am like if this was Arsenal of last year, if this was a different Arsenal, I'm still watching Arsenal. And I think you aren't going against Liverpool. Like you aren't going against Liverpool, and I'm putting my money on you beating them. I'm putting my money on a draw at the Emirates. That's to be honest. If you ask me why, I say Liverpool are galvanized at the moment. especially if they win today, which is I'm expecting them to win
But they have
today.
something to fight for.
I'm
Arteta's out here
expect
gobbling meat from Salt Bay, a guy who's relevant in
if Liverpool are
2016.
coming, if Arsenal, which is something
So
I
we've
didn't
got
like,
nothing to fight for, right,
you
Jacob? We've
do,
got
but
nothing to
I
You've got
think
fight
your
if
for.
dignity to
Arteta,
fight for because your
okay,
manager just threw it all out the window. But Jurgen Klopp has galvanized the troops. That's again another. You want to ask them where they get that
unless
extra 10,
Jacob,
15% from
to be
when they're
honest,
drained and they have nothing? Go ahead, Mo.
guys, unless which is something, unless Liverpool drop points today. Here's the problem with this double-edged sword that they did Liverpool. Once they drop points, the questions are going to be asked. Is it because the manager said he's leaving? Is because this guy
Uh,
isn't committed to it? And this is going to be, it's a double-edged sword. My problem
Facts.
is not Liverpool. My problem is Arsenal. And this is one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Arteta, when he was asked about the Barcelona thing, he said, I'm happy here. We're happy with the, I don't know, like we're happy with the progress. We're happy. I think when I was listening to him, he's sending a message that we are progressing, that this isn't a make or break. This isn't I have to win. This is how I viewed the interview, the pre-match press conference. I was like, you're happy here. It's all right. And I get what Arsenal fans are like, how they are feeling, how some of them are feeling, and how some of them want to win titles now. But from what I'm sensing from Arteta, he knows that the board will back him even if he doesn't win the title. That's the message I got out of that. When he was linked to Barcelona, he said, that's rubbish. I was upset. I'm happy here. We're a family. You know that talk. It's not talk about winning now. It's talk about progress again. And yeah, we are here. And
I hear it.
by the
I
way,
hear it.
let me finish
No, no,
that.
no, I hear it, bro.
But I actually think that at Arsenal Football Club, which is a lot of people don't get, they are all in the same page. That this is the process, and they're happy with it. They aren't pressing the matter like are some Arsenal fans like Northside or
Yeah,
Lee
because you cover
or
results
Bilal
and
Bilal
processes.
Bilal or Saad, for example, or that they said it's a win, make or break. I am feeling that it's a big happy family at Arsenal away from the fans. So I'm like, all right. So that I get what
I
Jacob is
see
saying.
Mo. I see your point of view. I get it, but the reason I disagree is because if you look at it as if it was a happy family and Arteta gets what he wants, I think the board not investing in January shows that hey, sink or swim, bro. You made the decision in summer on those players. You make those players work. You make those players work because
No, I
we
don't think
click
so.
like no that
Uh,
I didn't
How do
interrupt
you
you. I
view
didn't
it like
interrupt you.
this? Go ahead.
I didn't interrupt you. Can I finish?
Yeah, you finish.
Because like how can you go from
Kunle
I'm
said
happy here to mean that I don't want to win now. I don't get the correlation between the two. He could be happy here because he's built something that can win multiple trophies. That why haven't you've decided to see it one way? I've decided to see it another way. Also, Barcelona is a mess. He doesn't want to go into that mess right now. Maybe later on in his managerial career, he might want to. But Barcelona, regardless of how much admiration he has for them, it's a mess right now. We don't know what money they have, what's going to happen with their legal issues. It's a mess. So there is a level of confidence and stability at Arsenal because they do believe in him. But I don't think that he's thinking, 2-3 years down the line, let's try and win titles. He definitely wants to win titles now.
So
Definitely.
let me explain to you why I saw that, because of the transfer market. Arsenal, I didn't think, like, I'm not inside the club, right? But me and you and every Arsenal fans agreed that you need a signing or two in this window. That some of the like yesterday, for example, just give an example for the people that said you might not needed an Ivan Toney in this window. You might not. But yesterday I thought that at some point I was looking at the game and I said Arsenal need a striker, not to replace Jesus because he was very good, to replace one of the midfielders and have another striker because Nottingham Forest were playing very deep. FFP, they said FFP. I didn't think that Arsenal wanted to make it work. Like they are happy with the squad they have. What everyone else sees otherwise. If you needed a big striker off the bench yesterday, it was very obvious.
Well,
You
they pay a guy 275,000 a week
Hey,
to come off
hey
the bench
Mo,
and do
Mo, I hear
something.
what you're saying, but
and
Mo,
that's what I mean.
you what?
Make it happen
So
for
that's
Arteta to win.
no,
Bro, they
but
signed off on
is there not a
Arteta's thing. I
chance that
agree with
the
Kunle
board
on here.
is there not a chance the board could be saying, look, bro, you fought us to get this Kai Havertz guy. We're not bailing you out now.
So it isn't
You
a
make
happy
this
family
work.
275.
then. So it isn't a happy
Huh?
family now.
275.
Okay, what you're saying?
It doesn't well, that just because they disagree on one thing doesn't mean it's not happy,
No,
bro.
it's
You
not.
and your
When you don't back, when you don't.
I'm in if I'm in a relationship, me and my wife, my missus having disagreements, but it doesn't mean that we're unhappy. Do you get what I'm saying? But I see
I'm
what you
not
tried to
saying that
do
you're
there,
not
but
unhappy,
no, but
but
you just said because you just said that means it's an unhappy family after I made my statement, man. I'm just going on
no,
what you said.
okay. So that yes,
Yeah,
because
that's what you
happy
said. You said
family
those exact words
means we back
verbatim.
each.
Yes.
Okay, happy family means we back each other. Happy family doesn't mean I say, listen, you made that decision. You're on your own. You win
What?
or not win on your own. Happy family, if they are happy, yes, 100%.
I've not said anything, Mo. I'm
Would
letting
you?
you talk. I'm just making
Yeah,
facial
your
expressions.
facial expression that you don't like what I'm saying. You're ridiculing what I'm saying.
I'm
speaking sense
disagreeing.
here.
I'm disagreeing.
Oh my
No,
god.
you're speaking your truth. I disagree with it. You're speaking opinion. My opinion is that's like saying if I let my child go and fight the bully rather than running away, that means I'm throwing him
Yes,
into the deep end and we're not happy.
if your brother
It's the same thing.
if your brother is telling you I'm fighting against 2 3 bigger guys and you're saying him, yeah, listen, you made your choice to fight, you fight on your own. I'm not helping
Yeah.
you, bro. It's literally that's how it works. He's
No,
letting
sometimes
him
you got.
fight alone.
Have you ever heard of tough love, Mo?
So it's a tough love.
Yeah.
What if he
You don't want to
loses?
hear it when it
What if he
comes to
loses?
Arsenal and Arteta. Tough love is tough
Bro,
love, bro. Sometimes you got to say,
even Spurs
look,
back their manager, bro.
look. Okay, so first of all, you don't
They
think
did.
giving him over 200 million to spend is backing their manager, man? That's not
But he
backing
needs
your
help
manager, right?
now. Okay, so
No,
let me
but
ask you something. I
look,
want to ask you an honest
hold.
question, and I'm not trying to
Before you
cut
ask
you
the
off.
question, before you ask the question,
You know when I grabbed the gavel, I'm pissed already.
he fought like
It's
it's
too early
clear
for
to
the
say
gavel.
the board didn't want Havertz. Arteta fought them on it, and they said okay. So now is it not fair to say okay, you fought us on this? Now show us that it can work. Don't ask us for help because we told you we didn't want it. You said it would work, so you make it work, and then we'll discuss at the end of the season. If he didn't push for Havertz and maybe he got the players that they wanted, I'd understand where you're coming
I
from.
actually
But
don't know that if he
he
wants
fought them on
Havertz.
it.
I actually
No, but
don't know.
he fought the board to get Havertz. It's there. We didn't want Havertz. He fought the board to get Havertz. He wanted him.
Really?
The board didn't want him. Yeah. And that's why they're saying sink or swim. You got to make it work. And if at the end of the season you don't, we're going to be having conversations. And I hope that's what's going to happen. Because as much as I'm upset that we didn't recruit in January, I'm not giving Arteta any excuses for not performing this season. He has to make it
What
work.
is this notion that they have to have a striker this summer or else, I didn't get backed? I'm sorry, 2 windows ago, you got Gabriel Jesus, didn't
There you
you?
go. Even Osama agrees with
And
me.
then this window,
We
they
never
got
agree.
you Kai Havertz. And then before that, they signed Reese. Or excuse me, not Reese Nelson's a right winger, right? That's Bukayo Saka's backup. But was it a guy Nketiah?
Who's the 20 million
Thierry
player,
Henry?
Hussam? Share us those players and tell us the 20 million striker that we could have got, Hussam. Thanks.
Especially in January. Because in January, prices are inflated.
We aren't scouts. This notion is weird. Is like this notion
I'm a
is
scout
like
for
show
sure.
me. I am not a freaking
So
scout. I don't watch the Portuguese
so
league.
that's the comfort blanket everyone's going with. We're not scouts. We can call people out, but
It's
now
not
we're not
my job,
scouts. Nah,
bro.
bro.
It's not my job.
You don't get to do that, Mo. If you can't tell like that, if we went and bought a player for 20 million a striker, everyone would be like, who the hell is that guy? Who the hell is that guy? And now you're telling us we're not scouts. You can't have it both ways, man.
Get Aniemi and to be a bench. I'm not saying get a striker to start. I'm saying get someone to come off the bench.
You said get a
You think
striker. Now you're
someone's gonna
changing your
leave?
tune.
Wait,
No,
Now
no.
you're
I
changing your
literally,
tune.
Conle, I
You
literally
said
said,
striker. You said
yes.
we can run back the
You get
stage.
Wild
You said
Weghorst.
striker. Now
You
you're
probably
saying
get
we
Wild
don't need a
Weghorst
striker.
right
Which
now.
one is it?
No. I said you need a striker. No. You
Get
don't
Wild
need
Weghorst.
someone to start over Jesus. I mean, you need a 20 million player to come off the bench in games that are stuck like this yesterday. You said, I literally said that, Kunle. I don't know why you understood something. Maybe I said something else. But I said that yesterday. I said Arsenal need a striker, a big guy, a different profile than the Nketiahs and the Jesus, to come off the bench when games are stuck, because you are expected to play against low blocks the majority of the time. It's simple.
You
I
know
don't know
what?
who, but you need that.
I just find it weird. I want to go back to my
Why do you
point
find it
of
weird? What's weird?
that it's we need shout out Saad the football corner 97, but another Arsenal waffler just like wait till January when we get our reinforcements, our troops are gonna come home and we're gonna sign this $100 million like, to me, bro, you bought Gabriel Jesus to play as your what, your 9, and he's didn't work out there, and he's like, guys, I'm not a striker. So then you get Kai Havertz, who has played a striker for Germany. I think he played striker in the Champions League final when Chelsea won a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Someone correct me. There are players you could get for a low fee, but I kind of agree with Kunle in the sense, like, if I'm the owners, and again, this is just my opinion here, so please don't get upset with me, you absolute clowns and bozos in the chat. I'm saying that if I'm the owner and I've just written him, oh, you want 275,000 a week for Kai Havertz? Okay, 65 mil to get it over the line. All right. How much was Gabriel Jesus? How much does he make? Okay, boom. Bro, pick from who you want. We also just signed number 14. We gave him Thierry Henry's number and gave him a pay raise. And we're saying he's also good to go. That's three dudes you could choose from. And you saying you need now Ivan Toney. You're a bozo. Go back to Dubai. Stay in Dubai. That's what I would say. I mean, long may Arteta stay. I'm so glad he came out and said, no, I'm not leaving. Don't worry. I'm committed to ours. Hey, long may it continue. Y'all got skinny Chris Farley out there running it. If you don't know who Chris
So
Farley
you couldn't
is,
just have
look
us
him up.
agree on good terms. You had to end it with a bit of salt at the end. You just had to.
Yeah,
You just couldn't help
yeah.
yourself, could you? Fuck it. We're going so
Let
well.
me do this super chats to see what the guys are saying. Sabmo saying, Jacob, you are a fraud. Everyone expects Arsenal to keep winning games, but everyone expects Spurs to
Who's going to
fall
be
off.
who's going to be the fraud when we don't fall off and we do win games? Huh? Sabmo? Are you going to come back and spend £5 more and say, Jacob, I'm sorry, you're not a fraud. I'm the fraud. That's my question.
Studio Hooks, big up my man. I saw you on the terrace yesterday. Big up my guy. Why do Spurs fans put pressure and standards on Arsenal, but not their own club?
Who says I don't? Studio Hooks, do you know me? Is this the first time I've ever seen your name? So I don't know how many times you've heard
Well,
me
you're not
speak
saying
about
you're
my club,
not in a title
my
race. So.
expectations. Bro, we are 7 months into a project. You're 4 years. Get on with it.
Hey. Let me get this straight. So hold on. Let me say this on. I've said it on multiple other streams before, and I think, and I blame my fan base for this stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I blame my social media fan base for this rubbish. I never grew up on those phases and processes and stage 4 and 1 and all that bollocks. I grew up on managers trying to win trophies. All this stage 1, phase 2, all that's rubbish to me, man. I don't agree with none of it. If you're being brought to a club, your goal is to do the best you can do at the club. Whatever it's year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, you can decide as fans to accept. You can be as fans, you can decide he needs time. But the fact is, you get brought in to improve the results of a club. Facts or no facts. And last season, Mo, everyone said that Arsenal bottled the league. They didn't say we didn't have the firepower to do it. They didn't say we didn't have the players to do it. They said we bottled the league. Now, Arsenal can't win the league without buying a striker in January. Like, what is it? Did we bottle the league, or we don't have enough firepower to get it done? Let us know, please.
Last super chat, Sabmo. Jacob, you are a fraud. Oh my God.
So nice you had to say it twice. You got my attention, sir. You have my attention. I know your name. I see your profile photo. And again, come talk to me nicely whenever what you say is wrong. And I want you to declare yourself a fraudulent, at least on the chat. Come on. You don't even got to put your face out there. My face, my beautiful face, is out here for you to call a fraud. So go ahead. I need you to be right back here, super chat next week, talking to me nicely. All right? Because what you're saying ain't going to happen.
Talk to me about Spurs and why do you think you think you have a better team and your objectives are higher than Arsenal this season?
No, but I think our manager's clear for sure.
Do you think you'll finish above them, as a lot of people say?
I think there's just as much a chance of that as things finishing the way they are now.
Did you study politics at uni?
Bro, no, I studied television production. I became a producer.
Surprising. You could easily be a politician because you never give yes or no answers.
Well, producers do have to sell things to
No,
big
but I don't want yes
corporations.
or
You do
no.
have to
I
sell
want
pitches.
because nobody knows. Jacob has this crystal ball that he has this say about like nobody has a crystal ball. So I can't tell you if Man City will win the title now. I can't tell you if Liverpool will win the title now. There are a lot of details. I can't tell you that Spurs will finish above Arsenal. What I can tell you is that Aston Villa
It's
have
very
zero
possible.
chance. But I can tell you that Aston Villa have zero chance of winning the title. I can tell
No, for
you.
sure. But Jacob can
But I
also
can
say
tell you. But
Arsenal are finishing below Spurs this season. He can say that.
No, he
He doesn't have
doesn't
to
know that.
dance around the thing.
Do you
No,
know
no,
that
nobody
Arsenal are
knows
finishing
anything,
above?
Mo.
Do you know? Okay. Do
No,
you know that Arsenal
no,
are finishing above Spurs? So that's I'm asking you.
I don't know. But my prediction is that
Exactly.
we will. My prediction is that we will. And what is Jacob's prediction? Is what we're asking, is it not?
Do
And he
you?
can't give a yes or no. That's what I'm trying to say, Mo. Nobody knows. You're right. But we're asking him for his prediction. Yes, you will, or no, you won't.
You know, you brought up
Thank you. You see?
university, and I find it very interesting that you bring up university, Kunle, because when you're asking for answers, the tests have different answers. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those. It asks a question, then there's a bunch of lines underneath it for you to fill in it. We need a well thought out reasoning.
No, but this is
for
the
your
yes or
answer.
no
This is what I
segment. This is
provide.
the yes or no segment.
No, I think we're in the
This is
multiple
not.
choice segment here.
Nah, we don't have the lines. I'm giving you option A, option B. This is the
All
segment
right,
we're
what's the
going for.
question?
Which
I'll
one are
give
you
you a
picking?
yes or no. What's the question? What's
So
the question?
A is yes, Spurs finish above Arsenal, or B is no, they don't. Which one are you going with?
Yes, Spurs. I always back my boys. Delusional or not, I don't
It took
care.
you
I
like
always back my
42
boys.
minutes to admit
Yeah.
it, but yeah, we'll take that for now.
I'll take it. I mean, as long as we're not betting anything because that is haram. But I'm very glad that
What?
I can sit up here today and say,
Oh my God.
"What? You don't believe me, Mo?"
No.
I mean,
No.
there's a
What?
chance. I
My
think there's a
man,
better
This
chance of that
spirit
Jesse.
chat right
happening.
now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh
just out of
no.
respect, because you
Oh.
did donate money, we'll read it out. But this is a wild statement. This is
Oh.
wild.
Arteta has converted
Is this
Odegaard
the same
into
SE that
Bernardo.
called into your
Listen,
show?
I don't hold Bernardo Silva to the likes of like the superstars. Like Bernardo Silva is just a level, a level or two below Kevin De Bruyne and Salah and all these guys. But to put Odegaard on that pedestal, on that level, I think this is,
Yeah, this is wild,
bro.
man.
You have to go to
That's
Come on,
jail,
bro.
crazy.
SE. You really
Come on,
have to
bro,
go
man.
to jail, bro.
See
This
my
is
fan base. Why do you do this
crazy.
to us, man? Why do you do this to me? I have to fight for you lot when you say shit like this, man. Why? Why you put me live on
You
freaking
need to answer for
on
your
YouTube
crimes,
having to
Kunle.
answer for
Even
these crimes, man?
he's talking.
Answer for
Okay,
your crimes,
okay.
Kunle.
So he followed trying. He's trying to justify it, which is I appreciate. The guy is he called in a nice guy. He's talking about a profile. Without a shadow of a doubt, he isn't. The guy Odegaard doesn't have the same energy. With all due respect, Odegaard doesn't. People are not gonna. Odegaard doesn't have the technical skills that Bernardo Silva has. This is wild. Do you see how? Oh my
I don't think
God.
Odegaard could play on the wing. Odegaard ran around nicely
Oh
yesterday. I
my
saw him running around a
God.
lot. He's winning the ball back a few times, and I was like, "Wow!"
Not even that. So yeah, not even that. This is
But
a
not
wild
Bernardo Silva.
statement.
That's crazy. No, that's crazy.
No, it's not, and it's not about titles, and it's not about winning games and stuff
Just
like this. It's not
quality
about
of
Champions League.
player.
It's just you watching both of them, you can tell there is a difference. To be honest, Odegaard has a long way. Odegaard this season, he let a lot of people down. A lot of people down. To be honest, a lot of Arsenal fans aren't happy with
He
the
let a whole
performance.
nation down, Mo. He's the captain of a nation. He let them down too. Don't forget about the Scandinavians.
Hey,
Wait,
we don't support Norway here. We support Arsenal. Thank you for
No,
management.
but to be
I'm
honest,
just saying
like,
he's a loser on both fronts. He failed last year. He failed in the Euros. He failed now. And
do you
long may it
believe, Jacob,
continue.
if James Madison was in Arsenal this instead of Odegaard, they would have done better this season?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. They'd probably be top of the league right now. James
Do you
Madison's
know why?
so good.
Do you know why I say no? It's because we would still been playing alongside Kai Havertz, so I don't think so.
I think they would have gotten. I think they would have gotten James Madison instead of Kai Havertz, and then James Madison would have taken Odegaard's spot
I
because he's just levels.
I still think
Kunle,
that
did
James
you try to
Maddison is a
argue with
better-
me in the beginning of the year that Odegaard was better than Madison, and then you
I didn't try and argue.
conceded?
It's a fact. It's a fact. He's better than Madison.
So you still stand by that?
Of
I mean,
course.
I guess
If you're asking me, is Madison having a better season than him? Of course, I'd say Madison is.
No, Madison is a better player than Odegaard, and I'm not. I'm
In your opinion, that's fine. That's fine for you to have that opinion.
In my
I just
opinion,
disagree.
IMO, Odegaard is a better player than James Madison. Madison is better player.
Very much.
That's
Way
fair.
better.
That's fair. You're entitled to your opinion. But I disagree.
Listen,
He's having a
That's
better
why
year
when
than
he
him,
was
for
fully
sure.
fit, we were.
He's
top
having
of
a
the
better
league.
year than him for sure.
Bro, he's had years better than him.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's only
older than
played
him.
Bro,
what
you
He's
take-
older
one
than
what
What James
one year
Madison
with
gave
pressure.
Spurs
He's only
was the
played
reason why
6
we
months
were-
with high level pressure on him. So
Odegaard
reason
had
why we
1
were
year
as
with pressure
high-
last year. When did Odegaard play with pressure?
The
You were
what
fifth.
are you talking about? He's been playing with pressure ever since he was bought by Real Madrid as a 16-year-old superstar. What are you talking about?
I don't.
Was James
Superstar.
Madison a 16-year-old superstar?
I actually don't believe that Odegaard will ever be a superstar. The way he plays,
Yeah, but
I
let's
don't know why.
be honest, Mo. It's a lot different if you're 16-year-old and Real Madrid are signing you versus you get to build your career from Norwich to Leicester to Tottenham. It's a lot of it's a different pressure that you're going through.
Yes,
And
believe
Madison
that he's a better
has
player.
only felt the pressure for 6 months. So let's not
Is
get
it
carried
about
away
pressure?
here.
Is it about pressure?
Of course it is. Can you do it at the big on a big level for a big team? Like, look, as incredible as let me not talk about that player. Actually, let me not do that.
Do you know that Leicester
yeah.
finished above Arsenal more seasons than not when Madison was playing?
Did anyone expect that though?
But so that's am I wrong or am I right?
The expectation is what I'm talking about. Expectations, Mo. Why are you trying? Why are you pretending that has nothing to do with it?
I'm gonna see the table.
Why are you pretending it has nothing to do with it? Expectations has nothing to do with it. As soon as Madison's team had pressure where people,
I'm wrong.
Yeah, okay. As soon as Madison's Leicester team had expectations to break into that top four, what happened? They got relegated and their manager got sacked. See, expectations change everything. When they had,
they sold all their best players.
2 seasons and 2 seasons actually. It's 2 seasons. Listen, people, over 300 people here, almost 350 people. So I think the likes deserve to go up. And also turn on the notification bell. This entertainment is happening here daily on Footy Judge Mo. Let's get to 200 likes, people. It's simple. The like. Why you're not liking the video? Underneath your live chat. Come on. Underneath your live chat. Mr. Happy saying Ange isn't even better than Sean Dyche. Never mind Arteta.
Mr. Happy, you sound like Mr. Deluded.
How are you guys saying that?
I like your profile photo. I hope you smile just like that.
This why people do that. I think actually Ange need to finish the season strong for us to actually say that yes, you implemented a style and it's working.
I'm just saying
blah, blah, blah.
from my
say that Ange is not even better than Sean Dyche is crazy.
That is crazy, but people have their opinions. People will say what they want to say, but the fact of the matter is Ange has been in coaching for like 30-something years. He's won everywhere he's gone. Now, I know I've said that about previous managers that have managed at Tottenham Hotspur, but the reason why this is different is this guy has come in and he's started to completely uproot everything that was wrong with us. And he's slowly, these things do take time. So as much as I like to take the piss out of Arsenal for their processes and their projects and this and that, but I mean, I think expectations come with duration of tenure. You've been here over a year. The expectations begin to rise. So, and I know I saw the chat, they were moving a little strange when I was, about applying pressure to Arsenal, but not applying pressure to my manager. Next year, the expectations are completely different. Next year, the standards I'm going to hold Ainge to are completely different because if he goes the summer by getting backed again, that is now 3 windows where Ainge has had a chance to influence who he wants in, who he's getting in the door, and had time to manage them. Therefore, the expectations are different. If he had 4 years and 700 million of his buys, my expectations for Ainge would be to fucking win the league. It would be to push on and be better than what I've seen Arsenal do. So that's why when I say I think Ainge is better, is because I agree with you, Mo, in the sense it does take time to fully answer that question because in Arteta's first year, didn't he play 3-5 at the back, something like that?
He kept changing and chopping the system, Bro's
trying to figure out what does Pep want me to do as a substitute teacher. So we at least, I agree with you, need to give Ainge that full year. Let's see how we come out next year, and then say, because if we go to like 5 at the back or 3 at the back next year, and things are looking different, I'm gonna say, okay, well, Ainge is now going back on the things that I think I held him up to. So for me, I do. I stand by it. It's just my prediction. I think Ainge is a better manager. I think he's a better manager. I think he's better at instilling his philosophy. That's why maybe, long may Arteta
Jacob,
continue.
we are in the Champions League and have another chance to win the Prem while Spuds like you celebrate style of play and being trophyless.
Jacob, we are in have another chance to win the Prem. You have just as much of a chance as Tottenham Hotspur do, my friend. So Sab Mo, I don't want to keep taking all your donut and coffee money. So please do me a favor. Just understand that if we win today in a few hours' time, we are 3 points behind you. All right. If you are in contention for the Premier League, so are Tottenham Hotspur, so are Aston Villa. The room ain't big enough for everybody. Just let City, just let Liverpool have their fun. I know you want to get all up, and hope that things can be resemblant of last year. But remember, last year you didn't do it either, and you were in the lead for 93% of the race. So just remember that, Sabmo.
Hey man, I really appreciate the support for the channel and get. Excuse me. I really appreciate the support of the channel and actually sending donations and super chats, guys. Absolutely magnificent support for Footy Judge Mo channel, really, guys. As he's saying, Arteta thinks he can do what Bernardo can, not me. Oh, not you. He thinks that. Well, Arteta thinks that Kai Havertz is a midfielder.
And then you ask me why I don't think that they're in a title race. He says outlandish things like this.
I see. Thank you, man. But Arteta thinks a lot of things, to be honest. Thinks a lot of stuff, to be honest. Studio Hooks is saying, no, Andrew was managing since Wenger was in Japan. Arteta only managed the Arsenal. He had to develop. He wants to play versus having.
Oh,
He wants to play versus having a
let me
style
hold
already.
Arteta right here. Let me say, oh, mi corazón, pobrecito. Let me, very nice. Oh, it's your first job. Oh, is everyone being mean to you? Your first day at work? Get over it. You're a grown-ass man. That's what I would say. Oh, he only managed once at Arsenal. We got to give him a chance. Oh, boo frickety who.
But that's true.
Yeah, but that's an excuse.
It's
that
not.
is just,
It's a fact.
this is the same person who was giving me shit for saying Ainge is in his first year. This is the same person. Let's understand that. They're saying, oh, this is his first job, not his first year. This is his first job. Bro, don't act like he wasn't managing when he was winning with Pep.
So you are giving excuses to your manager as well.
I'm not giving.
By the way, I actually.
What excuse have I made for Ainge, Mo? Don't twist it.
You
what
are
excuse did I give
comparing
for
both.
Ainge?
You are the one who did it, not me, bro.
I didn't make an excuse. Comparing both is not
You
making
literally
excuses.
said if we're gonna say first job, we say first year.
No, I'm saying
If
you.
you're
I'm saying
allowed to say
Studio
hold on.
Hooks.
If you're allowed to say first year, they're allowed to say first job. Otherwise, it's the same.
All right. Well, sometimes you got to stop working at Burger King. You ain't 16 anymore. How about that?
It's his first. Okay, listen.
Yeah. How many times do people move on from their first job and then you're better at your next job?
To be honest, I'm just gonna
What is
try
this
to be
point?
as
What are we
honest as I
arguing?
can here. I'm gonna try to be as honest as I can because it's very impossible to not talk banter when you don't even support the club with Jacob. Arteta, that's his first job, right? It depends what the board wants, Jacob. If the boards are happy with a project, with development, I think he's doing an absolutely fantastic job because he built a squad, young squad, that even some Arsenal fans that want him out are saying that there is a new manager to come in and win with this team. It's his team. We agree on this first? You are reluctant to say yes. Even though you know that I'm right.
Can you repeat what you said, please?
You don't want
Can
to.
you repeat what you said, please? My attention deficit disorder took me somewhere else.
He built a team. The club wanted him to build a team. He built a team. It's his first job. They hired someone as a novice, as a new job, and he built a team. Even Arsenal fans that say sack Arteta and a new manager will come in and win with this team, it's his work, right? He did the work that is required from him. Do you agree or no?
I don't think that you bring another manager in that all of a sudden they win.
Okay. So you don't rate the Arsenal squad. Now it's different conversation.
Well, I don't, Mo. You're trying to make me objective here about
But you
Arsenal,
don't want
and
to be objective.
because honestly, bro, I hate them. I watch them play; they look like shit. All right, I'd never watch them, and I'm never convinced. Like there are times when I watch Liverpool, I'm like, wow, this is a really good side. When I watch City, I'm like, wow, this is a really good side. Real Madrid, same thing. And then I watch Arsenal and I'm just like, yeah, they're right there with Spurs. And that sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit, but most of the time it's just average.
You
That's what they look like. So when you ask me to rate them, how am I supposed to rate them when they don't look good? Just because they squeak a result at Luton away, they squeak a result
were
yesterday.
they
They
good
barely got
last
away
year?
with what they did yesterday,
Were
and there's
they,
fans saying now we're in a title race again.
were they
That's
good
crazy to
last
me.
year? Were they good last year?
They were better than they were this year.
Are they? Yes, I agree. I you you are very you. So how come they weren't? They were better, just better.
Because their manager is a fraud. That's what I'm saying. Only a manager can
Why
be
is he
the
a
one
fraud?
to
Why is he
take
a
a
fraud?
team that looked like this, a 93% title winner, get more added on top of that, and then be worse. That is a
Right.
systematic failure. That is a failure of administration. That's not a failure of these players. I mean, again, as a biased fan, I will tell you, I don't rate Arsenal. I think they're all jack shit. I mean, Martinelli, bro's trying to catch up to Richarlison. You're doing something wrong with your life, Gabriel. I mean, how many Brazilian Gabriels you need on one team? Also, I think Arteta's formula has been found out, but that's besides the point, Mo. I'm telling you that like I don't think they're good. I think their manager is worse. So when I hear questions like, "Oh, can they win this? They have just as much of a chance. This is the
By
most
the
beautiful
way, I
sport in
just
the world.
I'm just so you don't think
Everyone's got a
you don't
fighter's
think I'm
chance
an
here.
Arsenal fan. I actually don't think Arsenal will win the league, and I explained why. Because I don't think Arsenal will win against Liverpool. I absolutely don't think
Yeah, it's
Arsenal will win.
over.
Like I
Per
think the
Kunle, it's
6
over.
points that they dropped against West Ham and Fulham, I actually think that broke their title hope. I actually think so. However, to say that Arteta isn't a good manager after he built a team that is right here, right now, from players
And
that we
done
never
what with
think is
them?
bad.
Bro, he won a trophy with someone else's team,
Forget
then
the
built his
trophy.
own team, and he ain't.
Forget the trophy. It's not about the trophy. I
No, you
am
got to give
telling
him his flowers. He won a
I
trophy. He's
am
got an FA
forget the
Cup,
trophy.
you
I
know?
will never talk about FA Cups. Listen, I never
I
count
will.
FA Cups and
I love
Carabao
FA
Cups.
Cups.
Maybe that's the only thing you can count at your club.
It's
Of
not the
course.
only thing I can count, but yes, my club at one point in time in history was synonymous with the cup, and we won it the most out of anybody at one point in
Exactly.
time
I actually,
before Enoch took over,
me
technically.
being a neutral, if a club wins the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup and this is their achievement, I think, especially if you consider
No, you're
yourself a
supposed to
big
build on
club,
it. It's something
yes.
to say,
If
look,
you
we did this, now let's continue and go on.
I consider big clubs in England, big clubs are the aim is to win the league and the Champions League, or at least reach finals or semi-finals of the Champions League, not participation. Right? However, there are contexts to it. If Spurs tell me that next year their aim is to win the title right away, if Pep Guardiola stays and strengthening, I will say it's a slim chance. It's a slim chance, and I'll be objective about it. But if you're telling me that Ange Postecoglou is he going to finish in the top 4 this year and develop next year to be in the title talk, to be in the title contention? I would say, yeah, that's objective because it looks well. If you tell me Arteta failed this year because he isn't in a title race, I'll tell you yes. But at the moment, I say if Arteta finishes 2 or 4 points behind, like what I mean is that in the last 2 games, he is still mathematically in the title race, I would say Arteta progressed because and I keep saying game week 32, 33 last year, we knew that Arsenal lost the title. Don't tell me mathematically. You guys knew, and everybody knew that.
It was like a
They
slow
knew that.
car crash, just playing out. Anyone could reach out and stop it at any moment, but we all chose to just watch it and enjoy.
But in
It
my
was
opinion, they knew. But so I mean progression, Ange progression, Ten Hag progression. When you regress, you get sacked. At the moment, I thought if Arsenal lost
bro. He's
yesterday,
regressed. He's regressed. There's no
he
way you could
regressed
say he's.
in what term? In terms of style of play, right?
Yeah,
Right.
they look like they
Let me
took their
ask you
teeth out
something.
and are now at dinner.
They do. They look worse than last year. They do. They look worse than last
Odegaard
year.
had like 20 some goal contributions.
Saka,
Bukayo Saka
Martinelli,
had like,
a lot of people did.
bro,
So
they were
did
banging
so
goals.
did
Don't tell me they
Manchester
can't
City.
score. That has to be a failure on the
People that tell me
manager.
it's all about results, the biggest metric at the moment, Arsenal are 2 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool play them on their ground. Arsenal won against Manchester City for the first time. Simple as that, people. Which is what people tell me. So I have see the difference between me and other people because people think I have an agenda. A lot of people that are against Spurs sat on channels and said that you are still in the same place as last year in terms of points or in terms of places on the table. I'm like, it's not true. You are watching football and you know that Ange Postecoglou is making this team play much better, getting the best out of a lot of players that you said they are hopeless. I keep the same energy for all the clubs, people. Just people don't understand. When I'm defending Arteta now, I'm not defending him because they are better than last year. I say it looks like the club is happy with his progress. It's as simple as listen, if Arsenal are going to go out and get a manager to win, fine, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know who, but I absolutely think that if Arsenal go and get another manager, some of these players will regress. Because he's the one who developed them. Is he the one to win them the title? I don't know. But listen, I wanted to speak a little bit. I wanted to do this couple of super chats and speak about Liverpool and Chelsea and what do you expect from tonight. Guys, over 300, almost 350 people here. We aren't even on 100 likes, so hit that like button, people. Lee Govinder, Hussam TV here. Hussam TV. Jacob is the most funny US football content creators. It's shame he doesn't support Liverpool. I hate Spurs, but I like you, Jacob. Great channel, Mo. Thank you so much. Well, I appreciate you guys are making this channel happen. And I want you guys to like the video so we can get more people watching. And I appreciate everybody that is sending super chats, supporting the channel. You guys are getting involved in the conversation, but also just to let you know, when you send the super chat, you're supporting the channel massively because the channel is not going to be here without you guys. And I'm going to try to mention your name at the end, of course. So thank you so much. Adrian Shia saying, hope corrupt Mo is paying Jacob enough for its fraud. I'm not paying Jacob anything. I'm not paying Jacob anything, to be honest. I'm not. But Jacob is not.
Hopefully next week we can work that Kai Havertz. No, I need Kai Havertz agent is what it is, Mo. I need Kai Havertz agent.
I know that you can be objective. You just can't be objective when it comes to Arsenal. I know that.
Because, dude, when I watch them, bro, they are just so like eating Taco Bell. Like I just watch. I'm like, yes, it's food technically, but it's not good. It's not what I would take my honey out to. I'm not like, hey, boo, get the red panties on. We're going to Taco Bell. No one says that. So I just watch them. I just think
about Chelsea and Liverpool today. What do you think is going to happen? How do you see the game going? Do you see Liverpool breaking? Anfield, right? It's at Anfield. Remember, Liverpool and Chelsea drew the last 7 games, including the 2 cup finals. Do you see them winning at all?
Absolutely.
You see Liverpool winning against Chelsea.
There's some things that transcend sports, that transcend any sport that you play, and that's the human aspect. And the human aspect, the reality is, for my intents and purposes, I mean, the Liverpool top Reds, they may say he's not a club legend, but for me, I see him as a Liverpool legend. This is from a Spurs fan, but a Liverpool legend who's accomplished a league title the first time in 30 years, something like that. I think that that's going to be the extra motivator here. But don't think that Pochettino is not going to go to Anfield and try and have a little trick up his sleeve. And everyone's going to freak out and be like, oh, Pochettino, how dare he start this guy at this position? And you know what? It's going to be weird. But the thing is, you could flip a coin and it will work or it won't work. And I think that is Chelsea's best chance of getting a draw. I think best case scenario for Chelsea, they can squeeze out a draw. But honestly, I rate Pochettino in the sense that he will do something unexpected. I mean, did I agree with Sonny as a left wing back in the Champions League? No, but it was unexpected. So he's going to give you something unexpected. But I just think the atmosphere, bro, the energy in that place is going to be a mixture of tears and fight because they're going to go out there and want to put. I mean, people are saying this could be a mistake for Liverpool to announce this in the midseason or whatever. I think they were more forced to announce it. But that like aspect of knowing the gaffer's leaving at the end of the year. We have to send him off proper. I don't know if you got to see Virgil van Dijk did a great little interview with Men's and Blazers. That's
Yeah,
some
Men in
show on
Blazers. Yeah,
NBC. Yeah, yeah. He
yeah, I
did
know
an
Men in
interview
Blazers.
there and he the way he spoke about the news, it was almost as if the players knew in the summer that this was going to happen. But now that the message is out, he's like, now it's real, and we have to go and answer that call. So I think, if anything, now this is Liverpool's moment to really dispel that whole "we always draw with Chelsea at Anfield" thing. Because in the past, Chelsea have been astronomically better. I still think Chelsea are figuring themselves out. Sometimes this year they've, like against Spurs, we allowed them to win that match. But I'm not here to talk about Chelsea and Spurs. But when I look at Chelsea and I watch their performances, they do have quality on the pitch. It's just a matter of putting it all together and everyone firing on the same cylinder. So if they can do that, I could see them getting a draw for sure. But I just think Liverpool are going to be too much. Even without Mohamed Salah, they've shown that they can score. Even with Tom Little as a right back, they showed that they can defend. So I like Liverpool's chances. And again, I think when you have a bunch of humans all with the same clear objective, which is to send Klopp off with as much success as possible, the sky's the limit. I believe in the human aspect of that for sure, 100%.
I believe this is Liverpool actually are gonna win against Chelsea. I believe Chelsea are gonna try to have a good game, but I think this game is the one that is gonna actually say that Liverpool, listen, we're serious about winning the title for Jurgen Klopp. I actually believe that this game is not gonna be easy, but in the same time, I believe this is gonna be different than the nil-nils we saw before. Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna be big up Jerry James. Okay, thank you so much, Jerry, for that. Reach 300 likes, people. Hit that like button for us. I genuinely believe. Thank you, Jerry, guys. Check out Jerry James Show. Absolutely brilliant content daily, of course. And also, don't forget to check out Tunnel TV Media and also United Spurs of America. If you like Jacob, of course. And I know you all like Jacob. There's nobody that doesn't like Jacob on the internet. Nobody. Jacob is one of the best content creators out there. So you guys
That's
have to
right.
follow Jacob.
0 people dislike me, Mo. Let's keep that going.
Only
0
300 people, Arsenal fans in the chat of Chatmo.
outside of all them, outside of all
Outside of
that,
the 300 Arsenal fans that are here, everybody likes Jacob. Oh no. But to be honest, I actually think that
you're not going to ask me about Tottenham.
I
Brentford?
will ask about facing Ivan Toney and how Romero will stop Ivan Toney. But to be honest, I'm just gonna give
masterclass.
predictions for Liverpool. I think Liverpool will win this 3-1. And I think Pochettino, even though I defended him too many times, I think Pochettino might lose a bunch of games against Aston Villa and against Man City, and he might get sacked because they'll be 10th. But unless some other teams lose, to be honest. Hit that like button, people. Spurs time. I know a lot of people don't like Spurs, but I like watching them. I think one of the most exciting teams in the league. I absolutely think so. I don't know why people dislike Spurs, but I know that everyone likes to watch Spurs, especially with Madison Bissoum. Like I know that with Son, not with Timo Werner.
We're like that. We're like that
and
Instagram profile your wife told you to stop following because the scantily clad woman, but you just can't stop seeing what Instagram reel, what's on our story today. You know what I mean? I understand. I would too if I was looking from across the fence and I saw Ange Postecoglou and the boys. I'd be a little bit jealous, be wondering. I'd be moving like Manchester United fans. They're like, why can't we get a guy like Ange to come in and instill our philosophies? But hold that, you got Ten Hag, Ten Fraud as I like to call him, and he's an absolute bozo. If Daniel Levy says you have zero charisma, then my friend, you were in the gutter because Daniel Levy sussed out Ten Hag. But look, back to Brentford. There's a few reasons why I feel a little bit more confident about this fixture than I do. What did he say?
oh my god!
Oh, big up Maximus.
Oh my god!
That's why your parents spell Maximus not with an X because you're not extremely cool. You're with a K because you're okay and you're cool. But big up Maximus. Look, Brentford are missing Yon Visa, Brian Mbuemo, Rico Henry. I almost said Rico Lewis. And I think that in the past, those accompanied. I think actually last year we lost, and then we drew, and then this year we drew. And the first match
First
was
week,
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah, it was 2-2 versus Brentford. But there's a few reasons why I feel pretty confident. And yes, Ivan Toney's back. I understand whatever, bet 365 profile he's locked, whatever bet he locked in, I need to get my hands on it because I want some and I need some money. So talk to me nicely, Ivan. I do think Ivan will score. I think our defense allows that much chances, but in the past when Brentford have really made us pay, they've beaten us on the wings. When teams this season have made us pay, it's been on the wings. Even Manchester United on the wing was able to beat us because when Udogie and Pedro Porro are inverting and pushing up in our attack, that's what's going to happen. Now you have one-on-ones. But my thought here is, while he may have fun a little bit, we do have a Kuti, and we have a Mickey Van de Veen. These are two lads. Look, when Udogie doesn't have to be our last man, which he was when we were running those Ben Davies and Emerson Royale as our center backs, Destiny Udogie was our last line of defense, and he was for like 4 games in a row being the last guy to track back and clean up the last tackle. And he saved us a few times. I think versus Bournemouth, versus United. These are times where he was actually not inverting as much in the attack, or at least he was getting back far enough. And now what I think is going to happen, that Van de Veen's back, he has that pace to be that last lying man. So what that's going to do is allow Destiny and Pedro Porro to go forward more. So with that in hope, I feel like it's just a matter of they're going to punch us a couple times, sure, but I think we're going to get the most punches out at the end of the day. Now, again, we just got to make it super simple. I don't need individual brilliance from Timo Werner, Richarlison, or Brendan Johnson if that's who starts.
I don't think they have individual brilliance.
Well, I don't need it. That's a good thing that I go to
You
the
don't
shop
need
and
it
I
and
said,
you don't have it.
I don't
Even if you
need
needed it.
I don't need a puppy today. I didn't go to the puppy store. You know what I'm saying? I don't need them to be individually brilliant. I just need them to hit the tap-taparoos. I need them to take their chances. Now, when we played Burnley and Brendan Johnson had 10 touches in the opposition's box in the first 37 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's not because I'm some statistician. They literally put a graphic on the screen and said, here's all the Spurs players with touches in the opponent's box in the first 37 minutes. And none of them had fucking shot on goal at all. So to me, if we could just get those chances in the goal, and instead of being weak-minded about it, just take the shot. Just take the shot. I think Timo Werner, if we would have just tried to pass it to him 3, 4, 5 more times, he was making the run. Just pass the ball. If Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is your most creative player in the first 45 minutes, there is a systematic problem in what we're doing. And I'm hoping James Maddison is fully fit. Now, when he did come on, he didn't look completely himself. When he did come on. But again, he'd been out a long time, so I wouldn't expect him to be firing just as much as we think he should. But if he does start, I think that's our creativity there. But if not, I'm going to rely on our fullbacks who can find that creativity, and that's going to be our best avenue for success with those inverting fullbacks. I don't think it's going to be, if Richarlison scores, it's going to be a very simple header or a tap. If Brendan Johnson scores, it's going to have to be like a one-on-one type situation, and he actually makes the right decision. And I don't see Timo Werner scoring. I may be getting assists, But I think those inverting fullbacks are going to be our avenue for success.
Your belief is coming from Ange. I can feel it. It's not coming from the players. It's not coming from this or that. It's coming from Ange utilizing them. This is someone. Well, to be honest with you people, and not because Jacob is here, I have this feeling that the majority of the time I speak to Arsenal fans, they don't trust Arteta as much. You speak to Spurs fans, they're like the majority of their confidence, it comes from having Ange Postecoglou as a coach. Has he done a good job? Yes. Has he been unlucky? Yes. Has he also done some bad stuff about not adapting and who we are, mate, and all the stuff? Yes. But every time I'm speaking to a Spurs fan, this is how I feel. You disagree, but you disagree because you think it's a good thing. But anyway, listen.
Remember the Alamo, Mo. I want to say that. Remember
God.
the Alamo. I know you think it's foolish, but these are moments in history. We're gonna look back at that Chelsea thing after Angels won us a trophy, and I'm gonna say, Mo, do you remember the Alamo? And you can't spell Alamo without Mo. How about that?
The Alamo. If you guys don't know what the Alamo is, just Google it. It's a heroic
Yeah.
thing that people did here, which is not supposed to
Davy
be heroic.
Crockett with the whole raccoon hat thing, you know? Yeah.
Other than the Americans trying to
100
defend the
men
land
versus
that wasn't
thousands
theirs.
of Spaniards.
Isn't it the
What's
Americans trying to defend the land that isn't theirs?
Yeah, it was well, we don't want to go into colonization, do we? Because that's just that's a whole problem. But yes,
The
essentially
Alamo is like every time I will go
was
to San Antonio, it's like, isn't this people that defended the land that wasn't theirs from
well they
that
took
took
it
from
that
the
we took it
Mexico,
and
they took it from
then
Mexico and then
Mexico tried to
defended
get
it?
it back and then they almost did, but then we fought them off again.
It's their land.
We don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of the details here. The whole point
It's
the
so
whole
funny. You
the
know,
whole
because if you put it the way I put it, it sounds
No,
stupid.
with context. I mean, to be fair to the white man and to
It's not about,
to the
by the way, it's not
Mexicans,
about white
it
or
was the Native
something.
Americans'
It's
land.
all of them because all of them are Southern. You know what I mean? It was all Southern. It wasn't, by the way, this has nothing to do with race, to be honest. It's nothing to do with race because at that time, if you Googled it, at that time in Texas and all the South part, it wasn't that. It was something completely
But that
different.
the way they teach it in school is like, remember the Alamo. So that
Yeah,
was my
you remember,
point with the whole
always.
like we
The
may
first
have
thing I
died
learned
today.
when I came to Texas, it's like remember the Alamo though. And I'm like, isn't this so kind of not
Yeah, it's
that?
a monument of us almost getting. Yeah, you nailed the head. You nailed it on the head. But see, with all those details, it makes the message less effective, Mo.
It
So I like
does.
to leave all that stuff out and just say Davy Crockett. He stood up against thousands of Spaniards, and there was only 100 men. But like,
Anyway, listen, SE is saying I don't rate Odegaard that much more miscommunication. It looks like it's a miscommunication because your first super chat looked like you were saying that Odegaard, that Arteta, you're praising Arteta and Odegaard at the same time. But listen, people, I really appreciate Jacob and Kunle being here. Both channels are in the description. It's simple click, it will take you to them. Good luck to all the teams tonight. And also, this will take you to the football terrace. This will take you to Straight Facts. We'll all be with Sava, Terry, on Straight Facts on the football terrace. So, guys, go there. And I want everyone that is here to go there and go Judge Mo Raid. Do me a favor. Everyone goes there and just type in the chat Judge Mo Raid. Hit that like button and type Judge Mo Raid. It's simple. And I'll see you guys tonight with Hamza and the rest of the Liverpool lot. We'll talk about Man City easy win, and we'll talk about the Liverpool Chelsea game with some Chelsea guys as well. We'll see you guys. Turn on the notification bell to know when we go live. And tomorrow, people, it's Lewis and Sam after the Liverpool and Chelsea. Do your
oh,
thing.
that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one.
Yes, Lewis and
Can I
Sam
say?
tomorrow, people. Go ahead.
Can I say one thing as you sign us? You can start clicking the end stream now, but don't worry. It's just very simple what I want to say because it's game day. Oh,